Today's video lecture is about how tough is your training, okay? The internet definitions for tough are strong, durable, not brittle or tender, capable of great endurance. What BS? Eggheads don't know anything about toughness. I know about toughness. To understand toughness and how tough your training is, we have to learn some background information first. Intense exercise creates stress, okay? Just as getting yelled at by your boss or your mum, okay? Breaking your leg, drinking too much alcohol, all those sorts of damaging things, well, exercise has the same effect, alright? Anything you overdo creates stress on your body. Now, you need a little bit of stress. This is a good thing, right? A bit of stress encourages your muscles to grow, hardens your bones, all that stuff they tell you about on TV. But you think about this, if you picture every contestant on The Biggest Loser, okay, their bodies are already under huge amounts of stress. They got emotional stress, they cry every episode, they got physical stress because they're covered in fat, they've got mental stress because they think they're worthless people, you can tell by the looks on their faces, okay, and they've got spiritual challenges because it's very difficult to take responsibility that you did that to yourself. Okay, these people are under a huge amount of stress. Now, if you think about how your body works, right, I'm sure you've met someone in your life that's had no arm, or no leg, or missing a finger, okay? How many people have you met since you were born that had no liver, okay, or no heart, or no kidneys, or no small intestine? There's a couple of those around, I've met one. There aren't that many people wandering around that are smiling without all their internal organs, okay? This means that your body will always prioritise the important junk in between here, okay? Heart, lungs, liver, kidneys down the back, etc., stomach, alright? It's going to want to look after those bits and pieces first because they keep you alive, alright? Your body always wants to preserve life, and it doesn't really care if you lose an arm, because you can live without an arm, you can live without a foot. So just in the same way that an alcoholic, if they over-abuse alcohol, alright, will overload their liver and therefore cause cirrhosis or some sort of shutdown of that system, if you over-exercise, your body is unable to provide enough nutrition and enough minerals and enzymes to keep those internal organs healthy, because it shunts it all out to the muscles, okay? The muscles are working really hard, it knows it has to do that, and your body thinks that you're under some sort of really unique, high-intense stress. Like, for example, if you were in the military and you were fighting a war and you were in a battle zone and it lasted 6 days, alright, you really don't want to fall asleep and take a break or put your feet up and relax in that time because you might get your butt shot off. Okay, so we heard from Shirtless Me talking about how the stress of too much exercise can cause your body to take nutrients out of the all-important vital living organs, okay, and push it out to the muscles. Alright. So how does this have an impact on toughness or how hard your training program is? I feel personally that it is tougher to take responsibility for how your body is, alright, and make the best possible choice for it at any given time. Let me clarify this. If you get up in the morning, or if you've got a scheduled session planned to go to the gym, right, your daily body pump or your daily run or whatever, and you get up and you don't feel as energetic as you could, okay, or you're not as excited about it, or you're just doing it because you feel like if you don't do it you'll gain a kilo and therefore you won't fit into the societal mold of what a person should look like. If that's the case, then that session, okay, is basically doing that detrimental effect to your internal organs. It's hurting the interior living vital part of your body, just so that you can hopefully lose an extra little bit of body fat around your waist. Now, the tough decision in my book is not to go out and do the class or to work really hard or to do the run that you had scheduled. The tough decision in my book is, you know what, even though I feel compelled to do this for some perhaps mental reason, like, you know, I think people will perceive me in a different way, or an emotional reason, like I'll hate myself if I don't do it, or if, you know, I'm so weak I haven't committed to it. Whatever the reason may be, if you don't allow your body that rest and recovery, okay, if you don't listen to what your body's saying, then that's really, in my book, it's the easier decision. It's not the hard decision, it's the easy one. It's always easy to keep doing what you are doing, and it's easy to do what everyone else tells you to do. The hard decisions come when you realise that you need to take stock, take a rest, okay? Let your entire body recover, not just your arms and legs and the bits that are sore from doing lunges or whatever, okay? Let the inner bits recover as well. And then once you're back into a balanced state, go back and start find a balanced exercise program. So as an example, I meet a lot of people who train at the same intensity each and every single day. They do it 5 days a week or 6 days a week. They always train hard, all right? And they've got jobs to go to, they've got families to look after, they've got all sorts of other things going on in their lives. Now, even as a small or an easy guide, for every 1 to 2 weeks of high intensity training, you really should take a week where you do it very, very easy. So if week 1 you're working at 60% and week 2 you're working at 80 to 100%, in the third week of your training, you should drop your intensity right back to like 50%. Make it a lot easier, okay? Keep the movement going, so you pump the muscles and you pump blood and you get circulation going, all right? And when you do this, your body gets a chance to recover, all right? And what recovery actually, recovery is healing, okay? So weight loss is actually healing. And if you give your body the rest it needs, all right, it no longer thinks that it's in an intense survival period, and then it'll allow you to drop all your defensive coverings. All right, so body fat tends to be a way to protect yourself in times of, say, famine or drought, etc. So give yourself the rest, recover from each workout, all right, and make the tough choice. If something hurts, it's probably a sign that you shouldn't go hard and train. If you're really, really tired, it's probably a sign that you need to do some recovery balancing exercises like Tai Chi or yoga or Qigong, rather than a hard gym session. Alright? Keep those in mind, and I'll see you next time.